Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS. I am on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, let's start with today's morning show. So tensions are rising as PSG reports Arsenal to UEFA ahead of our semi-final tie in the Champions League. Now, this report was put out by many sources, Football 365, now Arsenal. In fact, this was how when you just Google the story, you see so many people reported it. Even Sport Bible, Arsenal accused of breaking UEFA rule for PSG clash as major doubts raised over. Like so many media houses carry this particular story. Now, what is the substance of this story? Let's look at the way now Arsenal reported this story. Champions League tensions rise as PSG report Arsenal to UEFA ahead of semi-final clash. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, L'Equipe, this story first break from L'Equipe, who are one of the reputable media organizations in France. So L'Equipe, they claim, say PSG have been granted just 2,500 tickets for their traveling fans for the match they go play at the Emirates Stadium. 500 fewer than the 3,000 they received. For that one, we will knock them 2-0. Now, they call the complaint, say it is too small because according to the law says you need to give the opposition 5% of the stadium capacity. And that 5% is 3,000. Giving them 2,500 represents only 4%. Now, what is Arsenal's defense? So Arsenal going to talk, say, they get marathon what they want to do for London, so now for safety measures, that is why they don't want to really give them, so they manage that one. In fact, Arsenal give them an official rejection letter, say that 2.5 won't give una, make una hold up. That is why PSG are reporting us to UEFA. UEFA never really talk anything. I never know what the UEFA go decide, because PSG argument be say for the match we play here before, for the group phase, that league phase, una give us 3k. In fact, I don't look the merits on both sides. I would say Arsenal, I beg, give these people the extra 5,000 seats. It no go cost you anything. Remember, say we say we go travel, go from, because PSG are saying there will be consequences. Remember, say we say we go travel, go pack the Princes. What if they give us 500 tickets, or they give us maybe 1,000? Baba, nobody go hear our noise. Nobody go hear our voice over there. So be mindful of what you do. Karma, be mindful. Give them that. Una give them 3,000 before and knock them 2-0. So what is this one? So me, I don't really understand, but more just the watch. Anyhow, with the thing they go Shashola. I will let you know how the news unfold. Now, today is the birthday of one of our senior man, Oga Kingsley Uche. So happy birthday, boss. We wish you all the best things life has to offer. Success and prosperity is your portion in Jesus' name, and inshallah, amen. All right, away from that. So Paul Merson got the advice Leeds. Say me they go carry this player away for Arsenal. In Raheem Sterling, say Sterling go really fit for purpose over there at Leeds. Say go make a whole lot of sense. Well, I don't know why Baba they put man for this matter he gets, but that one saved it. Now on this Huijsen, this Bournemouth player. Now TBR, when they let us know, say Bournemouth sources, you get club with them feel say be favorites to sign this that Dean Huijsen. So because Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Madrid, even now, so we don't hear saying Newcastle also doing the race. Now, Dembele he gets. So we'll be the chief correspondent of this CBR and HITC Sports. For let us know, say, having spoken to Bournemouth sources, they reiterated that they see him most likely staying in the Premier League, and from what they believe, the favorites for him are Liverpool. Not to discount Chelsea or even Arsenal or Newcastle, but Liverpool are pushing hard. However, Bournemouth make it clear the decision is not with them, it's on the player. Bournemouth they want this done quickly to help them progress with finding his replacements. Pidgin and his camp would like it, but they are waiting, they are assessing. So I think when the season ends, he go assess anybody who choose to go play for. I don't get any issue with that. Now your own choice be that one. All right, away from that. Now, according to Football Espana, we can say Arsenal, they're willing to pay 65 million euros to sign Barcelona superstar. Who is the superstar they are talking about? They talk about Jules Kounde, wey be say normal na center back him be, but for Barcelona he's playing out of position. He's playing the right back row. Now, why do Barcelona want to entertain offers for Jules Kounde? Because the situation where Barca find themselves in La Liga, they need to sell before they can buy. And they want to sell people like Ronald Araujo, Frankie de Jong, and now we say if an offer comes in for this player, they will not hesitate to look at it. Mind you, you cannot break his buyout clause because he has a 1 billion euros clause. 1 billion euros plus. So nobody reason go outside. So you have to do direct negotiations. Now, one of the former Arsenal stars, Kounde tell Andrea Berta and Mikel Arteta say make them take action over one player where him feel say they very incredible in the Arsenal setup. Now, Julio Baptista, Kounde tell Arsenal say see, make them renew the contract of Thomas Partey. No, they look in age, no, they look any other thing, because he was telling footitalia.com, he said, I think for Arsenal, Thomas Partey has been an incredible player. In Partey, Arteta has found a player that understands what he wants. If I'm Arteta, I would renew his contract, but also bring in another player and put him under a bit of pressure, make him sweat. Put a player behind him in the pecking order who can start to understand how Thomas Partey plays for Arsenal and what Arsenal is looking for in the middle of the pack. Now, what he does for the team and ease the new player into action, end there. I know Thomas Partey is older, but I believe that his age shouldn't be a decisive factor in whether or not Arsenal give him a new deal. Players are much fitter these days. Look at what Mo Salah is doing. You can still be a top player in great physical condition when you are in your 30s. For me, age is not a big problem. The big problem is always if the player still has the hunger, the mentality, the drive to be the best at that age. The mind is the most important factor. I think with Partey, he can still produce the good for Arsenal for a few more years. Now, yesterday when they do that report from Riley, of ESPN, where they talk to ESPN and say Thomas Partey would need to take a pay cut. So I expressed my dissatisfaction with that news, that I don't think Thomas Partey should be taking a pay cut. But one of our senior man who entered my DM, could like give me another angle of this story. But back on the doctor says, CHUKS, do you know that Arsenal are operating from a business point of view? They are business oriented. Now, for all the years that Thomas Partey don't play for Arsenal, how many seasons he don't give like in play where he no go injury, when in day when we need them the most? This is like the first time we say Thomas Partey from beginning of the season to the end of the season, Baba day for us. So what about other time? We say no really day. So Arsenal said, but they look say this season is a miracle. Next season, will Thomas Partey go back to his injury level? So that's why they need to be very cautious. So I don't know when I balance all this analysis. Do you think like you subscribe to this line of thoughts that Arsenal might be somewhat cautious? That's why they want him to take a pay cut, because they really pay and well since I really they live up to expectations. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Arne, who's a real estate agent. He has 14 plots of land for sale at Norras Coast Luxury Estate in Ohia Igbelu Rubber Estate at the back of airports in Abara Iche local government area of River State. So 6 plots of land together, 4 plots together, 3 plots together, 1 plot stand alone, and it's 1.2 million per plot. So if you're interested in this piece of property, call Mr. Anayo on 080-3276-5227 or 081-1932-9922. Like I said, if you're interested in any of these pieces of property, do give him a call. Now, away from that, Liverpool boss Arne Slot going to talk, say he not really the surprise. Say Arsenal draw against Crystal Palace. Say them they hope say maybe Crystal Palace will beat Arsenal because all of them they watch that match. They hope say if Crystal Palace beat us, they will celebrate. All of them watch the match. And Babako they explain say see it was different because normally when you watch a game of football, you are either alone or with family or friends, but we watched it all together. In fact, before the game, I would have been surprised if the game ended in a draw. But during the game, I wasn't, because Crystal Palace again showed what this Premier League is all about. It was a very good performance from them as a team, and there were a few good individual performances as well. Now, Babako Doctor, in my opinion, it's really a difficult league. There's not an easy game, but that tells you something about us. We are not the only team to find it hard to win a game by 2 or 3 goals maybe Liverpool, Arsenal, and City aren't as good, or the other teams have got it better. EPL is strong. EPL no easy. See how, in fact, for almighty Man City to be fighting for top 5, this is going to say EPL no be your mate. EPL go on for you. All right, so away from that. Now, Luis Enrique Kounde admits, according to Football London, one fatal mistake we make ahead of this Arsenal semi-final tie. Though I don't think it's a mistake because it can still be corrected. Now, what is the mistake all about? So that they ask him whether he don't prepare in team for the threat of set piece where Arsenal they carry come. So Baba said he don't really prepare anything. Again, now the fatal mistake we made that he talk say, you know what Arsenal can do. Look at the match against Crystal Palace. They can keep your boss net with the heading. You know how good they are with headers. And you can't say no one prepare. So Baba Kounde say, see, I haven't planned to work on set pieces because I know Arsenal for a long time. Okay, so Arsenal no be person will say, I just they meet now. I don't know them. I know their capability. We already played them this season. The qualities and the flaws that we have got us to where we are like this. So we want to win every trophy by playing the way we play and defending the way we defend. No team in the world is perfect, and neither will we be. So regardless of any preparation, if Arsenal go bust net with the header, they go bust net. Also, Baba they try to explain, so maybe nobody the reason I'm like that. Now, Emmanuel Petit gonna respond to those who feel say Dembele no dey inform, Dembele no go play well against Arsenal. Gonna let them say, see, football no be like that. Say they watch some shows where they talk say Dembele no play well against Nantes, in touch ball 2 times for the opposition box 18. For the last 4 games, Dembele never even score, never give an assist. So like all these things people are saying, say it don't really make any sense. Say how Dembele failed to register a goal contribution in the last 4 games against Nantes. Say he managed just 1 shot on target and 2 touches in the opposition box. So now Baba Kounde explains, say, see, there's no let up in the Champions League quarterfinals. Dembele was decisive. He provided the assist in both matches. I don't know what you are expecting. You get, what are you waiting for? For him to score, make assist, win every single match single-handedly? Not even 2 weeks ago, he was decisive against Aston Villa. Now, we are talking about the match against Nantes. I heard that on the other show. In fact, I fell out of bed. The thing is, they've won the league already. Why would you want him to put the same intensity and enthusiasm on those type of matches when they've secured the league already? May go get injury. That's why when I hear arguments of people, they say because we draw against Crystal Palace, PSG will wipe the floor with us. Really? When the league is gone already, more go get injury? Like if now you self they play, you know go to put on your body 100. So take it to the bank. So I believe I'm not going to judge PSG based on the matches they don't play after winning the league. I'm not going to judge Arsenal based on the matches they played after they lost the league. This is we're on different ends of the spectrum. So we'll see how this Champions League match will go. Very, very key. Now let's bring the message from another of our sponsor, Mobi Wealth Associates and Co Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 646 422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, this morning, Arsenal sent me an email. I saw the email. So they say, hi Wanko, thank you for your incredible support. Would love to hear from supporters like you to understand if you think the club embodies some of the values we know are incredibly important. This information will assist us to continually move forward and keep you, the supporter, at the center of everything we do. It's a survey. Yes, so they asked me some questions. Now, one of the questions now is Arsenal innovative and forward thinking? I said, okay, I'll give them a strongly agree. Again, now 5 questions, but might just put like the most important one. Now, does Arsenal have progressive values? Me, I say no. I give them a 3. And you see that comment section, they say make I write why. I come to them and say, see, we are not competing for, like, we dey compete on paper, but we know they win. The last 20 years, like I wrote a lengthy epistle, you get. So I try to explain to them that you need to strengthen. We are making so much money, we are generating so much money. Some of all those money should be transitioned into, you need to feed the goose that lays the golden egg. So I let my feelings known to them. At the end of the day, the survey was done and dusted. They thanked me for spending time on the survey. In case them also send you email, Baba, express your displeasure. You get some question where you say, I give them strongly agree. Agbado say yes, they are very good Kinikon in the local community and the global community. But this particular one, Baba, we are not really as progressive as I want us to be. So we can still be better. So now so it just be. All right, so the biggest news of the day, that be the fact say Football 365, now Arsenal, Sports Bible, they are all reporting that tensions are rising as PSG report Arsenal to UEFA ahead of semi-final tie. What did Arsenal do? Instead of But I know vex Jerry, we just get some small glitches with our Starlink. I don't know what's happened. So, like I was explaining, we give them 2005 way below the 3000 we give them earlier. So, by the Arsenal, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. That come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news to them. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll get them out. All right, guys. Bye bye.